weakness in me. I was a prison out of power of gold. With one kind touch you set me free. Let the world stop turning, let the sun stop burning, let them tell me love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by you.
Good morning, Deb.
Good morning, sister.
A new face for you today.
Hello, new face. Hello. I'm afraid I can't offer you my hand.
A little bit lowness. That's it. Right. Now we're going to start with your morning exercises. So up with the top sheet. Down with this. Hold your arms. Can you give me a hand with the hips and the shoulders, nurse? Below here, please. Brilliant. Can you start the foot exercises, please?
It's funny, you know. I've dreamed of situations like this. Lying in bed and being massaged. Although in my fantasies, it was by two gorgeous men. Incredibly strong, but unbelievably sexy.
If you go on like this, Claire, I would not be able to send my student nurses in here. Can you manage for a moment, nurse?
Oh, yes, sister.
Oh, and wipe your hands and put those pillows behind, Claire. We don't want to have on the floor.
On the floor? In my dreams, What's your name?
Kay Sadler, but my friends call me Flea.
Don't let Sister Anderson hear you say that.
Why not?
Because you must answer to Kay with a smile that's full of warmth, but not too personal.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'm glad you're called Flea. I'm going to call you Flea when we are alone. Just you and I getting my backside caress.
I am rubbing your heels.
Don't spoil it. It doesn't matter where you are. I can't feel anything anywhere.
Turning you over.
And the ragdoll is back on her back.
Don't say that.
It's true. Am I your first patient?
Yes, I'm still in primary training, but I finish next week.
And you can't wait to get here full time.
I'll be glad to finish.
Students are all the same.
Were you a teacher?
Second lesson. Never use the past tense.
What do you mean?
You said, were you a teacher? You should have said, are you a teacher? Don't forget you're now part of the optimism industry. Everyone who deals with me here acts as though for the first time in the history of medical science, a ruptured spinal column will heal itself. It's just a bit of a bore waiting for it to happen.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're like a breath of fresh air.
What do you mean?
I'm surrounded by what is called professionalism. Everyone deals with me through a filter of codes and euphemisms. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they are bad or cruel or anything. It's just that I can't get myself to think that they care for me. They can't. There are too many of us, and they have lives to lead themselves. So I have to develop a carapace.
A what?
A shell. Hard. So that they can't get to me in any profound way. Nor can I get to them. But you're an innocent. And just for a while, I was enjoying that.
But don't you have family? A boyfriend?
I did. I sent them all away.
That's terrible.
No, it's not. I have things to do which I must do myself. Besides, I must make sure that I never hurt them. Good phone call, sister?
Just routine.
What's the good of phone sex if it's only routine?
I'm glad you two are getting along.
I was just giving her a lowdown on nursing from the consumer point of view. But in spite of hearing everything, she still wants to come here, sister.
If she still wants to be here, a nurse, after being 5 minutes with you, we'll make a nurse of her yet.
I'm not sure how I should take that. Lying down, I suppose?
The night nurse said you slept well?
Then I fooled her. After a last round here, a boyfriend of mine came along. And he smuggled me out of here. And we went midnight skateboarding.
Oh, yes. I hope it was fun.
It wasn't bad. The only problem was, I was the skateboard.
Now, let's make you a bit comfortable. That's better. Right. Comfortable. Are you comfortable?
It's so beautifully made that I can't feel a thing.
I'll see you later.
Sister, how long has she been here?
5 months.
Will she ever get better?
It's very unlikely.
What will happen to her?
Once we have her fully stabilized, she'll be transferred to a long-stay hospital.
For the rest of her life?
Yes.
Morning, sister.
Morning, John. Are you going to Claire Harrison's room?
That's right.
Good. Nurse, can you take the trolley to the ward and start on Mr. Phillips, please?
Yes.
Morning, Claire.
Morning, John. How's things?
It's fine.
John, you can move.
Tell that to Sister Anderson, will you? Every time I sit down, that's the very second she walks into the room and catches me doing nothing.
Well, I think you move beautifully.
Being Latino.
Being what?
Latino. You know, we can sing, we can dance, we've all got rhythm.
Hey, John, I wasn't patronizing you. You forget, I was a sculptor. I studied movement.
How's that? Statues don't move.
They do in a way.
Well, if Nelson ever steps off that column on Trafalgar Square.
It'll be a hell of a lot worse than a pigeon crapping on your head.
Dr. Scott will probably be early this morning. Dr. Emerson's making rounds today.
See what I mean? The moment I sit down, the sister appears. I tell you, my ass is magic.
You never said a truer word.
Hey, watch it, lady.
Watch it? I can't get my eyes off it.
I'm sorry. I don't have the time to be seduced right now. But maybe later, after the doctor's rounds?
The visitation of the gods.
Yes. They have a very high opinion of their own opinion.
Tell me, John, what happened to that other guy who used to work here? Now, what was his name? Marcus, that's right. What happened to dear Marcus?
They come and they go. I think he left to get married up north somewhere.
Married? Marcus? To whom? A lorry driver?
Huh. Bitchy.
No envy. If I got anywhere at all from here, it would be up to heaven. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little sorry for myself today. Can't even say that I got out of the wrong side of the bed. So for how long will you be staying?
Just until we go professional.
Doing what?
Music. I'm in a rap group, and we're getting about a bit, you know, in the clubs.
And what do you play?
I program the drum machines.
Well, it's not the same thing anymore. Even music is completely dependent on machines. I guess you could even play me.
Why not?
It just isn't your day, is it?
What's been going on here?
He's been testing my reflexes.
Oh, and how are they?
Do you want the bad news first? I'll see you later.
You're bright and chirpy this morning.
It's marvelous, you know. The courage of the human spirit.
Glad to know that the human spirit's okay. How's the heart?
Beep boom! Sorry. So what does it say?
Say.
My heart! What secrets does it tell?
Well, it says that it's better off than what it was 6 months ago.
It's a brave heart. It keeps its secrets well.
And pray, what are they?
Didn't you hear those 2 beats go like that? Beep boop.
Of course.
I'll tell you. That's because it's broken. Broken into 2. But each part goes on courageously, yearning for a man in a white coat.
And I thought it was just systolic and diastolic heartbeats.
How romantic. So I believe Emerson is making his calls today.
That's right.
So very soon he'll sweep in here like Zeus from Olympus with his attendant nymphs and swains.
That's not fair. That's really not fair.
Why not?
Because he cares.
For whom?
His patients.
Really?
Really. He does. I mean, when you first came in here, he worked his guts out to keep you going. He cares.
But very soon one will have to ask the question, why